Just do it!
Just roll the camera. We'll play this up. We'll play this up. Sure you don't want to be in here?
Were you talking to me like that? Or
I definitely was. I definitely was. All right.
Just roll the camera.
Roll the camera. Roll the film.
I'm the prima donna star now. Just roll the camera.
A person named Leviathan has done the impossible and simultaneously taken out major pillars of the world intelligence community. Who is Leviathan? How have they accomplished so much so quickly? These questions have brought together the greatest detectives in the world. Batman, Green Arrow, Plastic Man, The Question,
and legendary reporter Lois Lane.
Now, don't forget to look in the lens.
Oh, not at you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He can't help
Continue.
You
I can't help you. You're pretty
Very
cute.
good looking man.
Yeah, we had to look you. Sorry. So what we're doing right now is we're gonna talk about Event Leviathan number 2. Let's just start off with the synopsis, okay?
Sure.
I would have to say Lois Lane could be a great detective. She's a star writer for a newspaper,
reporter.
right? So
She digs for the truth.
Right. So I mean, she's always done. A lot of reporters do detective work, so I could see that. We all know Batman and even The Question are thing, but I don't know where Plastic Man actually comes out into that.
You know, it's picture listening
right.
to anyone's conversation.
Right.
He hasn't found an intact shirt yet. How he can find the suspect, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Plastic Man. I hope he's throughout this whole series. I don't see where he's that big detective. He's more of a goof.
These are the collection of guys they're putting together. These are the detectives responsible for trying to solve this case and figure out who Leviathan is. So that's where it brings us to this issue.
Right. So we got some real badass shit going on in here. Somebody or some group, which I thought Leviathan was actually a group, but maybe this is the face of the group. Because if you read the book Silencer, Leviathan was run by Talia al Ghul. So she, and it was a group of it was pretty much a villainous group. She got overthrown, and now things have been in chaos.
Right.
So for there to be one person, I actually don't know what's going on with that. But hey, who knows? It's so far I've enjoyed this series.
Revealed.
Right.
These societies are being brought down. These intelligence communities
The
being
BEO,
destroyed.
Spiral.
Buildings are exploding. If anybody's dying, there are no bodies being found anywhere. Very strange that the evidence is the lack of evidence.
Yes.
Not sure it's the best mystery writing ever, but it coheres.
Hey, but it's from your boy, right?
Yeah, I am a Bendis fan. I'm a
fan.
I am
Bendis and
too.
Malieve fan. Anybody who's OG enough, I say winkingly, it's not that old in comics terms, but to remember the Bendis Malieve Daredevil stuff. I think that was their first
Great
joint
stuff.
together. Can't recommend that enough. Before this, most recently, it would have been Scarlet. I think they wrapped up. So this is their newest project. Clearly, they've been wanting to do a Batman book for a long time, and this was their in.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Now, again, because we don't have the first issue here, I need my mind refreshed. It's they brought in Batman. That was
Like
one
Lois and Batman end up at the same spot because they're both looking for the same thing.
Right.
And they're like, "Well, what are you doing here? No, what are you doing here?" And then they kind of like combine their efforts.
But that wasn't the one. That wasn't the one where Superman got kidnapped, right? That
was before.
That was in the
Action
Superman.
Comics,
That
I
was in the
think.
Superman Leviathan.
Something like that.
Special. So I mean, that could be even something that you want to read too. Maybe the Superman Leviathan special before you read the Event Leviathan, just to get a little background on it. That's right. So see, that's it. That's why I'm glad you guys are here, because all these books just blend.
Yeah.
They just go into my mind. I read too much
Right.
stuff. It's. I actually think this is some of Malieve's best artwork. Again, he's a guy that I tolerate. I think in certain things he excels at the dark, the gritty.
It sets a really dark, gritty mood. It's edgy.
But I think this is better than his Scarlet artwork. I really
would agree.
Yeah. I think this is some of it. I think it's some of it because I think he toned it down just a little of the scratchiness and stuff that he does. But I'm a big
It's cleaner than Scarlet.
yes. I'm a big fan of the artwork in here. Again, I'm a big fan of Bendis.
Believe like Batman works best in the shadows.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I'll say that charitably.
There may be some spoilers if you haven't read issue number 2 yet, because by the time we get done here, right, and next week is 3 will be coming out. So you may be some spoilers. So if you don't want to have any spoilers, you should probably stop watching.
Yeah.
Because until after you at least read it, because we are going to show you the end of this book. No one knows right now who Leviathan could be. People suspect who it is.
Reading
other
issue
readers
1
have theories.
and issue 2 of this book, they seem to want you to believe that Lois Lane at least could be the suspect, which makes no sense. But I think Bendis is just tugging our chains.
Yes. Yeah.
Like it.
Someone now attacking the question.
The question's punching people in the face, dodging bullets.
But the whole point is who's Leviathan? Who's causing all this? Who's
Batman and Red Hood just kind of meet up on the on the rooftop.
Yep. So
heart to heart.
So right now they're Batman, and this is a thing that a lot of people you either like or you don't like about Bendis. Bendis is great for where he just has these conversations and it's just one person back and forth after another. I like it. I know some people.
Very well done.
Yeah, I know some people don't like that style. I'm okay of having.
I didn't see where this was going to either.
Right, I never saw where this was going either. Batman and Red Hood, they're talking and says, "Well, who do you think did this?" Well, this could happen, that could happen.
Plastic Man comes face to face with the person who claims to be Leviathan and says, "You know me. We've had dealings in the past." Blah blah blah.
Plastic
Man's like, "You want to drop a name, bro?" And he's like, "Nah, I'm out of here."
Plastic Man loves to joke around. Leviathan, no jokes kind of guy. Are there any other characters we know who just don't like to joke around and take things very seriously all the time? That's one to scratch your chin over.
Because there's someone here right now in this room here that has an idea of or may has a theory, which we'll get to later of who Leviathan is. So he meets Plastic Man.
In the morgue, they're both looking for the same shit.
Yep. And
I'm taking his body with me. Plastic Man's like, "Nah, I can't let you do that."
Yeah, you're not gonna do it. I'm friggin' Plastic Man because, dude, I'm Leviathan. You're not.
Yeah, but I'm made of plastic. So.
Yeah. Well, what ends up happening?
Takes the body.
Yeah. Plastic Man says, "Okay."
Big flash.
Yeah. Please don't beat me up. And then he's Flash and he's gone. Then we come back and
Batman and him are still chatting it up a little bit.
We're getting to where Damien's hunch was leading them. Damien has a hunch as to who Leviathan is, which I think on the last page turn or so here, we see.
Not yet. The whole back group is here to confront Red Hood because Damien says,
think you did it, bro.
Yeah, we think you did it. You took out Green Arrow. You took out Batgirl. Where are they? You should know, Red Hood. And then Red Hood's like, "You blaming me?" And they're like, "Well, don't run." So he takes off. Because as Batman taught him, he said, at one point he says, you trained me to run. And then he takes off. Bam.
I didn't see that coming.
Nope, I didn't see that coming. I didn't see them. I never saw them say it.
Not trying to pin it on him.
Yep, I never saw them trying to say it was going to be the Red Hood doing that. It was actually I'm not going to say shocking,
but someone thinks this is a swerve.
Yeah, right. There's not a lot of books, there's not a lot of movies that I've watched where I go, "Oh my God, I never saw that coming." And
but look at that splash page.
There was a comic that did that made me, maybe say, I didn't see this coming, which I'm happy. I'm happy because most of the time, I've ruined many movies for him when we're sitting there watching a movie. And I go, "Hey, wait a minute, I think this guy's the killer. And he's going to do this, and it's like. And then it happens. He goes, "Dude, what are you doing?" It's but it's too bad it's half hour in the movie. But you just this I did not see coming. And this artwork, this splash page is great.
None of these characters can fly, so half of them,
they're all
assuming they're
down.
dead.
Yeah.
At the start of issue 3.
But they've all got some type of grappling hook or a,
You're right.
And Plastic Man will just turn into a giant parachute or something and just grab them all.
Exactly. He's
big hot air balloon.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like these guys jump off buildings for a living.
Right.
Come on.
I did once.
The question's like, I ain't jumping.
Yeah, he says, "I'm not stupid." He says, "Go to hell."
I'll meet you guys downstairs.
Lois was just filming.
Yeah. I definitely highly recommend this
Great
this
writing,
series.
great art. The story's been good for these 2 issues so far.
Yeah. Issue 3 should be out next week.
It tells you to trust no one, so you go into issue 3 not trusting a single person.
Well, actually, I'm not going to turn my back on you right now. Because I'm trusting no one, right? And
I don't blame you.
what happens after a decade plus? It's
the knife goes in.
There's someone here in this group that has a theory who it's going to be. Me, I'm not making any guesses because I have no idea. But Rand here,
and I thought this.
Well, before that page turn, there was them saying, Plastic Man saying, Batman and I were both quite startled to find how much something reminded us of Batman's own designs. I'm reading this upside down.
Not a good Plastic Man voice, dude.
No, not that either. Same as my movie announcer voice. But the great swerve there would be, it's not Red Hood using the Bat family designs. It's the detective is the one behind it. It's Batman's designs because it's Batman. This, after just 2 issues, is the hypothesis of a friend and myself. If it turns out to be correct, let's just say it's my hypothesis. If it's wrong, it's my friend, and he just tricked me into believing it. But, why are there no bodies? Batman doesn't kill. What else? More than 2 things.
Well, you've hooked me already. I'm hooked on you. I'm hooked with you now. All right, it's Batman. Who hasn't been hooked on Rand?
That's true.
Did you see that we danced?
He's a beautiful.
We did dance.
Yeah. So
he does have moves.
but even with Batman doesn't like any of these spiral. He doesn't like what are the
DEO.
other the DEO. He thinks they're always up to no good. They're not good. I mean, they usually do more bad than they do good. Maybe it is him, and you're absolutely right. And he's taking these out. No one's dying, but he's taking all these things to rid the world of this.
And at the end of issue 1, which we don't have here, but Leviathan says to the woman he takes out of the giant building that he blows up, you wrote a paper that said, imagine a world without fear, imagine what we could accomplish, and, whose crusade against fear might we think of when reading a Batman book?
Scarecrow?
Batman himself.
Right, yeah. You've convinced me.
Okay.
Rand, you've convinced me. It's Batman. If it's not, I am going to publicly flog you. Okay, but no.
That's why I don't turn my back on you either.
Yeah, right. This guy is pretty uptight when he sees Plastic Man too. Mm-hmm. He's pretty uptight. When he sees Plastic Man?
I can't buy into it just yet. That's Batman.
I'm buying into it right now for this video. Okay. Maybe
as soon as the camera's off,
no. Maybe after issue 3, I'm not going to buy into it anymore. But because Rand's right here, and he's actually standing up, and he's putting himself out there in the public in front of thousands of people of the comic community, and he's saying it's Batman now at issue 2. I'm going to support him.
All right.
Thank you.
I'm going to support him. Mm-hmm. What was the guy in the old JLA book that knew everyone's moves and stuff? Prometheus. What if it's Prometheus?
That'd be pretty cool.
I forget if it was issue 1 or the issue we shouldn't forget to mention, Year of the Villain, the 25-cent special.
Yes!
One of them, which is the prologue to this, read that first. Leviathan also says something about, don't take tomorrow for granted. That's why he's doing this, is we can't keep being the superheroes who lock people up and they just get back out. We need to lock this bleep down. And who would say,
Red doesn't swear.
Okay.
We can't take tomorrow for granted in a Batman book than the guy who saw his own parents die and had no way of ever getting them back again.
Good point. Just say yes, you believe him.
I believe him.
Okay, all right. I think the consensus between the 3 of us, we all recommend to read this series.
Yep. I'm behind anything Bendis.
I'm so glad Bendis moved to DC and is doing some work for them.
Yeah, I wish. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay. Good news, Glenn. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, all right. No. Usually I make a little poke at Rand when we talk about Bender. I'm gonna leave, but I got nothing to even poke. I got nothing to even poke at you.
Best work
yeah, it's really good. And like I said, I've been a fan of Bendis for years. More in the past than I have with some of the future stuff. But now with some of the stuff he's doing with DC, I'm enjoying it again. You know,
really good.
But at the end of like towards the end of his Marvel career, I was getting kind of tired. I mean, I actually thought he ruined Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, it's
start somewhere else. So this is good for him.
Yeah, and I think the fact that he's got some of this stuff going on. I'm still not a huge fan of like Pearl or the other cover. Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of those, and I think a lot was the artwork too that was with it. But I mean, it still seemed like it seemed new and fresh for Bendis, where it almost seemed like at the end of his Marvel run, he was just going through the motions, putting out stuff, and just for the sake of, well, I'm hired to put this out, I'll put it out. It seems like now with the Superman stuff, as
he was transferring companies, he had that heart attack or some.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was sick too for a while. Yeah, he almost died or whatever.
Speaking of people for whom tomorrow is not guaranteed, maybe that's part of why that's in. Well,
let's hope he hasn't. Let's hope that he hasn't written himself into the story then. And at the end, when they pull it off, it's Brian Michael Bendis.
Glenn O'Leary says Leviathan is
Brian
Bendis.
Yeah. That's his theory.
So obvious.
Yeah.
How did I not think of that?
If he ever wrote himself into a series like this, they should fire them and everyone on DC staff that let it happen. Because I mean, the first 2 issues have been excellent. It's definitely worth checking out. I can't picture it getting worse. I think it's only going to get. I think the book's actually going to get better. So we give it 3 thumbs up. Definitely needs to be looked at. And maybe in a couple weeks I'll have more issue number ones in.
Too, if you want to come down and check it out.
Yeah. Please.
Go to Chris's.
Yeah.
Parody.
Yep. How was that? All right.
I have a question on your theory now.
Okay. See, I knew a straight man could be useful here.
Yeah. Why didn't you come jump in on the thing and question it while you were there?
Because I didn't want to interrupt the glorious flow of things. And I don't read
sarcasm?
The book. Maybe. You were flipping through the pages and you had Batman and Red Hood talking, and then you flipped the page and you had Plastic Man and Leviathan talking, and then you flipped the page and it was Batman and Red Hood again. So if Leviathan is Batman, how could Batman be with Red Hood at the same time?
Happened at different times.
Yeah, happened different times. The
because
Leviathan thing was
at the time with the Red Hood. The time with the Red Hood. If you notice, Plastic Man was jumping off the roof with them. Oh, that's right. You weren't in the You weren't in the thing. Yeah,
I'm just listening to what you were saying.
Yeah. Plastic Man was actually coming off the roof with them at the same time.
Part of that conversation about we found bat weaponry from that time.
Oh, okay.
Scene.
Yep.
So my theory remains invincible.
See, and now Buff you should have just jumped right in and said, "Well, I have a question here. And you could have jumped in. You would have been a part of this of the review too.
I just say teacher, and then I'll hit you with the yardstick.
Yeah.
And go back.
And then said someone would again, and then someone would have said Buffy, cameo Buffy. Someone says, "Does this guy know his name's Buffy?"
What?
Yeah, do you know we call you Buff? All right, we did. Yeah. Hey, it wasn't that bad, was it?
That was great.
Yeah. Well, before you say, I don't really want to do a review. I don't.
I felt more power because Rand was here.
Yeah. Who doesn't feel more power when Rand's around?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I felt power somewhere else right there for a second.